Now, 442 personal data complaints have been submitted to the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner in the last 2 years, with more than half of them already investigated and resolved. Data Commissioner Immaculate Kassait says cyber breach issues are misuse of personal information are examples of why the Office of the Data Commissioner is launching a new data curriculum to help improve compliance in safeguarding citizen data.
The Office of the Data Protection Commissioner that started operations in November 2019 had its budget allocation increased from 25 million shillings in the last financial year to 250 million shillings in the current financial year, with a target of increasing the budgetary allocation to 1.7 billion shillings in the 2024-2025 financial year to make the office fully optimal. Data Commissioner Immaculate Kassait said this is instrumental in addressing data privacy challenges Kenya faces.
One of the issues that the Data Protection Act talks about is the data protection officers. And data protection officers can be shared, or each institution can have one of its own. And we see data protection officers as the champions. Some organizations have already embarked on recruiting data protection officers. We would encourage our data controllers and data processors to come up with the data protection officers.
Speaking during the launch of the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner's 2022-2025 strategic plan, officials said data is still infiltrated by dishonest elements and risks are growing in the run-up to the August polls.
We have a lot of move towards use of ICTs and having the Data Protection Act in place and regulations, and also the Office of the Data Commissioner is one of the ways that we are creating that enabling environment for the citizenry to use the ICT space. When it comes to having that capacity, indeed the Kenyan government has already invested in infrastructure towards data. We do have the Konza National Data Center in place.
We did what we call self-regulation. We came up with a guidance note on data on electoral processes. And the guidance note was basically supposed to guide political parties. We also have several meetings with them.
They also underscored the need for a new data curriculum to help streamline data protection. Now, with the upcoming data officers coming online, it is now up to the individual citizen to know what is being done with their data, because you never know who's watching and who's mining your personal information. Alanauko, Easy Friday.